Hello everyone, it is Tree from Lost Time Toys and I am back from my 1 week vacation in Florida and New Jersey. So I'm super excited to be back, and one of the things I wanted to talk about today is a very, I wouldn't say unknown, it's definitely in my view slightly underrated just because it was such a short-lived toy line. This is the 1987 Mattel toy line called Spectra, and today I will be discussing two of the dolls from that toy line, UltraViolet and AstraGold. So I purchased these two dolls off of eBay for I think a very good price. I paid $30 for each of them, and then shipping and tax. And I'm very excited to have them just because I've always seen these dolls in various YouTube videos, Instagram posts, and I didn't know a lot about them, but I took a deep dive and now I'm ready to talk about these two dolls in particular with you today. So let's begin. We'll start with UltraViolet, okay? So UltraViolet is one of 5 dolls that came out in 1987. Again, Spectra was a line of dolls that really captured the imagination, the American imagination really, with space, and it combined it with teenage culture. So UltraViolet is this doll right here. Okay, so let me explain a little bit more about this doll in particular, and all of the dolls in the Spectra toy line. So they are basically, the premise is they are aliens from the planet Shimmeron, and they have come to Earth almost like a beacon, and they are inspired by the teenage magic that happens on Earth. It seems like all the teenagers here have so much fun in roller rinks, in shopping malls, and they are trying to get a piece of that fun by basically beaming on Earth from their planet Shimmeron. And there are 5 of them. The leader is obviously Spectra, and she has 3 friends. I'm showing you 2 of the female friends today, and then Spectra also has a boyfriend that loves sports, is a total jock, and he's also a fixer-upper man or whatever, a carpenter, something like that. Anyways, UltraViolet. One of my really fabulous online friends, Eli, did a trade with me recently for some Moondreamers stuff, and in the package he actually attached the original Spectra pamphlet that comes in all of the box dolls. I don't have this doll came loose, so I did not have her literature, but Eli gave me this brochure and also the collector's card, which is just a thin sheet of paper that tells you a little bit more about UltraViolet. And he also attached, this is so sweet, I think a comb that goes with UltraViolet. So this is what the comb looks like. Okay, it's pretty simplistic. It is a lavender color, and it has these a star and some swishes. Okay, so let's talk about the doll. The UltraViolet comes in this very this is the tallest doll that I have. I don't collect Barbie. She's quite tall, so she looks like, I haven't measured her exactly, but maybe like 11 inches tall. And she comes in I think there was a line of dolls in the 1970s, like 1973, and I think they used her body. I think her name is Melinda, and she was part of like the Young Sweethearts doll. So I think they took the body from Melinda, and it has like 10 points of articulation. And what they did was like they basically plated it or painted it in this like chromatic silver color. So the thing that you'll notice about these dolls is that their entire body is like chrome, this like faux chrome, and there's 10 points of articulation, but their faces are completely like humanoid. They look like kind of like Barbies with just pretty space themed makeup. So can you see that? Okay. So along with the chrome body, I think the thing that is very distinctive about Spectra dolls is that they have this very tinsel, iridescent, shiny, metallic-y hair. And because their hair is so tinsely, look at how shiny this is. It makes it very hard to upkeep the dolls in a very clean way. Their hair gets matted easily. It doesn't look the finest. I've seen dolls that come straight out of the box and it's already kind of like a disaster. But what I did with this doll is I combed it out the best of my ability with just like a wide tooth comb, and then I did a very light boil wash. So like it wasn't like boiling, like rolling water. It was just like very warm water, and then I dunked it in an ice bath just so that the tinsel doesn't like shrivel up and fall apart. And then I just like ran with the same comb through the hair. So this is what the hair looks like. It's very shiny. And as you can see, her hair is not only is it like this beautiful white, icy tinsel color, her hair is this light purple. So that's why her name is UltraViolet. So all of the dolls have this kind of like material hair. I'm not sure whether it's nylon or collecalon, but I will say that all of their hair is very untenable and very hard to manage. And then her bangs, do we see her bangs here? Her bangs are like this like poofy, very poofy mass of hair. And it's also so tinsely, but it looks very indicative of the 80s. Like the 80s girls love their curls. They love their perms, and these bangs are so permed out. It's ridiculous. And I think that she's lovely because the pastel violet with the tinsel really makes her look fashionable and I think high end. She's one of my favorites for sure in this line, just based on looking at the photographs. I don't know whether or not the purple kind of like fades over time, because as you can see, her hair doesn't look that purple. It looks almost lavender at this point, but I don't know whether or not this is just the way that the doll came to look, or just the fact that, hey, we're dealing with a toy line that's like close to 40 years old now. But I think she looks so sophisticated. I like that her hair is pretty straight. I'm gonna keep it this way. I'm not gonna style it in any crazy way. I'm not gonna curl it. I'm not gonna perm it, just because the tinsel is gonna go absolutely wonky. And I like that she has this very wide yellow, but yet at the same time semi-iridescent bow. So I did a really high, almost like a headband look. It kind of gives me Poverty Shallow from season 3 of The Traders. Sorry, was it season 3 or season 2? Season 2 of The Traders. I just think it's so fun, and the flourish is just excellent. So let's talk about her outfit. So the theme of, I guess the tagline for the Spectra dolls is, I think it's lacy, spacey, out of this world. And definitely it gives you see the lace, the influence of the lace. So she has on these like capris, and it, not only is it capris, it's like a lacy floral fabric that's yellow. And you can see how shiny her body is, even underneath, because it's semi-translucent. You can see the chrome thighs shining through. And on top of it, we have this beautiful, so it looks like she has like almost like a jumpsuit. It's like a jumpsuit moment, because the lace goes all the way up to the top, okay? And up to the bodice, and then there's these like really flouncy, ruffly sleeves, almost like that. It's like a collar that goes around her neck and all around her bodice, and she just looks so like very flamboyant, very girly. And she then has, so there's like a little silver button that clasps at the top, and I haven't tried to remove her outfit, but I read somewhere that behind her there's a mark that says 1973 Mattel, and I think made in Malaysia, the mold. So that's where I got information that her body mold came from the Melinda doll. She has on these pretty nondescript, for the most part, shoes. They're purple and not so pearlized, just slightly shiny. But I hear that a lot of the people that buy UltraViolet or any of the Spectra dolls out of the box, their shoes will just shatter and break, because the material is brittle, and over time, if the dolls are not housed in a very clean and safe condition, these shoes will just completely disintegrate and fall apart. But I love that she has purple shoes. It goes with her purple hair, so she's really theming after this like lavender violet with this beautiful light yellow. And I didn't even talk about it. There's this like detachable skirt that is ruffly and has the same pearlized iridescent color that is synonymous with her hair bow. She's just gorgeous, like so pretty. And the more I look at her, the more I love her, because the first time I got her, I was just like, the proportions are very tall, and the outfit looks slightly kooky, and I was not a big fan of the hair. I was just like, oh my gosh, this hair is gonna be a disaster. But like, it's one of those things where the less you do, the better it looks. And I feel like from afar, she just looks so freaking pretty. I might style her. Here's a little bit of a spoiler. I did buy a Barbie playset because I wanted to build this like 1980s shopping mall diorama, but there really wasn't like a lot of like mall playsets. So what I did was I took like a bubbling spa, and I try to mimic like the center fountain in a 1980s shopping mall in like the East Coast. So I'm gonna try. It's currently being retro-brighted outside in my backyard, but eventually that's gonna be where I'm gonna position the dolls, and I might lounge them on a seat or just have them frolic up the fountain. But yeah, this is UltraViolet. I have her card here. So what I'll do is I can read you her description. Okay? So it says, UltraViolet loves to share her Shimmeron beauty secrets with her new friends on Earth. Okay, she's a beauty expert. She's not only a cosmonaut, she's a cosmetologist, which I think is excellent. Exercise is a must for keeping her Shimmeron body in shape. Ooh, she's a fitness guru. You can definitely see that she is a pioneer in jazzercise, and she has this like slender, svelte body. And because these dolls are so articulate, I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to do it right now because she's wearing lace, that she could do a full-on front split and a straddle split, okay? I heard somewhere that they also used this mold for Gymnast Barbie in like 1993 and 1994. Don't know if that's right, but I do know that there's 10 points of articulation. But the thing you must know about the Spectra dolls, even though it looks like their feet are articulated and their wrists are articulated, they're not. Don't twist them, they will break. And other than that, she's just so fabulous. Her secret, shimmer ups. So I guess that's a play off of push-ups. But she is so fit and she's like a looker. Put on some music, touch your toes, keep legs straight, then reach to the stars as high as you can. Repeat 10 times each day and stay in shape the ultraviolet way. Okay, so she's a little bit of a gym rat. She's a little bit of a fitness tyrant. But we love that. We love a very pretty popular jock in any sort of friend group, okay? And her favorite food is galactic granola bars. That sounds dreadful. I hate granola bars. There's nothing I like less than a granola bar. It's like supposed to be nutritious, but yet it's really not that nutritious. It's like filled with like processed sugars, most of them, and they don't even taste that good. So if you're eating unhealthy, like an unhealthy snack, you might as well go for that Rice Krispies treats, in my opinion. So sorry, girl, I will not be eating those galactic granola bars with you, but her favorite pastime is jogging through the galaxies. So like, let me show you what she looks like in this brochure. In this brochure, this is the way that she looks, okay? Do you see this? Do you see her in the center, in the yellow? She is like doing this run that is so pretty. And her hair does look a lot more purple in the brochure. But let me read the description in this, because I don't know whether it aligns with the same characteristics for Ultraviolet. So Ultraviolet is number 3353, the Ultraviolet doll. She's a cosmic beauty expert. Ultraviolet shares her shimmer-on beauty secrets with you. Okay, this is suggesting that she is a cosmetics expert or a beauty expert or a fashion expert, but then in the description, it's really talking about how she is like giving you a Jenny Craig Weight Watchers moment. And I don't like, there seems to be a little bit of a tension there. Is she really like a fitness guru or is she like a beauty expert? I mean, she can be both. And we love a Renaissance woman, but I don't know. I tend to like her more as the fitness guru because it is very distinct from the other girls. What do you think of Ultraviolet, guys? I think she's really pretty, actually. The colors are to die for. I only wish that my doll, the hair was like in better shape, but I tried my best. Honestly, I tried my best. And I wish that... what do I wish? What else do I wish? I wish that her hair was also a darker shade of purple, because I think mine's slightly faded. I'm not going to be so hard on her. I know she's a beauty expert, but it might be time for a dye job, Ultraviolet. And I do appreciate my friend Eli so much for giving me her comb. I think this is her comb, and the brochure and this pamphlet. I love it. So that is Ultraviolet. She is stunning and a princess in my eyes. So let me set her down and I'll bring up my next girly, because I'm showing you two dolls today. The next doll I'm going to show you is this one. Okay, there are a lot of similarities with, her name is AstraGold. There are a lot of similarities with AstraGold and Ultraviolet, and the thing is, they are really complementary in terms of color palettes, because the yellow is now transferred into this beautiful golden mane of hair, and she has yellow shoes. I am so scared of touching these dolls' shoes because of the horror stories I hear of them breaking and disintegrating in your hands. So let me describe AstraGold. So AstraGold is one of the 3 best friends that Spectra has, and she is gorgeous as well. Let me show you her backside. I tried my hardest again to clean her up. I think, I'm not sure what pattern or texture the hair originally was. I think there was like a slight wave in the hair. You can see here there's some wave action, and but for the most part, a lot of these dolls came out of the box if you buy them vintage with like disintegrated or melted off rubber bands, and their hair is very challenging. I think one of the more challenging dolls' hair to maintain because of the sheer amount of tinsel that is running and cascading down their hair. Again, we see that there is this really poofy bang bush that's in front of her head, and it is very 80s. If you ever watch Murder, She Wrote, there's this one actress that is literally a guest star in every single Murder, She Wrote episode. I only remember her in particular where Angela Lansbury, J.B. Fletcher in the show Murder, She Wrote, which ran from 1984 to 1996, she was a prison, like in a woman's prison, and that guest star showed up again, and she had the same curly permed hair like this. Okay? No one would get that reference except my friend Jay. So Jay, please holler and let me know that you know the guest actress that's in like 500 Murder, She Wrote episodes, and she has the same permed bang front. Okay? AstraGold is gorgeous. So her hair is yellow and gold, and it matches her yellow shoes. And then her entire outfit, including her hair ribbon, is this light sky blue. Obsessed. Totally obsessed with this color palette. So again, let's take a look at the body. The body is tea. The body is giving, and honestly, the body is giving the exact same as UltraViolet. It is the 1973-1974 Melinda sweetheart dolls, something like that. And it is, again, 10 points of articulation, totally chrome, except for her little noggin, her little head. And her head is, the face paint is very similar, I'd say. The same face mold, head mold. She has all these, like, this blue heart and this, like, metallic violet teardrop. And then her eyes, very gem, I think, very GEM, gem doll eyes, with this, like, crazy blue eye, like, eyeshadow. You see? Do we see the eyeshadow? It's kind of crazy. I actually like that the whole doll is not this chrome metallic, because she's prettier with a human head, honestly, and it scratches the itch of Barbie without being full Barbie, because it still has this like futuristic space intergalactic beauty aesthetic, but I like the head. And the only thing that I always struggle with is, like, how are you supposed to manage this hair, y'all? It is so, even out of the box, I hear it's kind of crazy. But again, I did a light boil perm with not full on boiling water. It was just like very, very warm water. And then I dunked her in an ice bath. And then I just ran her hair through this like wide tooth comb. And what I did with her hair, I think, again, I purchased this off of eBay. I think her natural hairstyle is like a very high pony. And I did just that. I just took a little sliver of hair and I tied it up with this lacy blue hair bow. And she just looks so feminine and girly and honestly perfect the way that she's styled here. So her, again, keeping up with the theme of lacy, spacey, out of this world. You can see here, see the byline. Her outfit is just lace galore. She has the lace in her hair bow, but her entire outfit is lacy and spacey. It's she has these long leggings, okay? It's like these blue floral fishnet leggings, and it goes all the way up. I don't think, is this detachable? No, I don't think this skirt is detachable. I think it is just completely cinched. It's like actually a top, like a skirt. And the lace runs, has the top level of the outfit is this like flouncy petty skirt that's like lacy, and then the top is lacy as well. It has like this like deep V-neck and a shiny iridescent trim on the bodice. Let's see if that's how she looks, how she's styled in the brochure, because I don't have her collector's card. But yeah, she just looks, this is how she's posed in the pamphlet. Do we see her? It looks very, very similar. Even the coloration is very, very similar. And again, the chrome silver metallic arms and legs. And I like my dolls with like their dresses and skirts to be very flouncy and very pronounced. So I'm gonna like style the dress like poofy, like this. I just love it. And the shoes are rather nondescript again. They have this like fleur-de-lis pattern on the very top. I don't know whether you can see it. Can you see it? Okay, they have like this fleur-de-lis. I can't even, if you're not gonna see it, you're not gonna see it. There we go. It's like a fleur-de-lis slip-on shoe, and it's the same for UltraViolet, but AstraGold. So her name is AstraGold. So for UltraViolet and AstraGold, their names are synonymous with their hair color. So this is like a golden hair, and then UltraViolet has the violet hair. So I think I prefer UltraViolet's hair with the tinsel, because this one just looks a little bit like, it's not so distinct. It's very subtle. Like the tinsel runs more subtly through the golden hair. And quite honestly, golden hair is just, it codes to me as very Barbie. So she doesn't look ethereal or out of this world as much as UltraViolet, but AstraGold is just really, really fabulous and really pretty. And I think her outfit itself is prettier than UltraViolet, just because I love this double layered skirt, because the underskirt is very has like these like, it's iridescent, but there's like vertical striations, and it's like has this like foil material. It reminds me of Boom. Who is that? It's Rainbow Bright Moon Glow 1986. Only released in Germany, and this is giving me that same material, and I love it. I love it. And let me set her down, and I can read you. Actually, I won't set her down. There's some pictures of her in this brochure. Do we see her? Right there. There she is with her flouncy dress playing in the centerfold there with Spectra. And her description in the back, there's a short blurb on her. So her number is 3356, AstraGold doll. She's the greatest party giver in the galaxy. Okay, so she's a hostess. She is a Ina Garten. She's a Martha Stewart of sorts. She gives and hosts parties. She's a party giver. We love that. What else does it say about AstraGold? She's the greatest party giver in the galaxy. Her shimmer and style parties are always a hit on Earth. So she is throwing the best ragers, and you know that she's a fun time. She is probably like the friend that will make sure that you feel comfortable at parties. She's always introducing you to everyone. She's also probably the one that will always know where all the fun parties are. So she'll tell you, oh my gosh, Tom Comet is having a party. Or I can also see them inhabiting the same universe as Peppermint Rose, honestly. So Mattel ran this line for only 1 year in 1987. And Peppermint Rose didn't really hit the shelves until like 1993. But the late 80s, early 90s has this like teenage mall culture that I can totally see her just partying with Rose Richards, okay? The protagonist of Peppermint Rose. So this is AstraGold. Again, very tall and lots of articulation. And in her pose, she just like is standing straight with her arms raised slightly. Okay, do you like that? Do we like AstraGold? Do we like UltraViolet? What do we think of these dolls? Do we think they're pretty or do we think they're horrendous? I personally think there's something there. There's something giving. I'm not sure what it's giving just yet, but I do think that they will look really good integrated into a 1980s mall diorama that I'm trying to build. I'm gonna try to have some neon lights because like the 1980s is just all about the neon pinks, the indoor plants, and the beautiful neon lights that just are littering the malls. So I've showed you UltraViolet and I've showed you AstraGold. This is a very short-lived line by Mattel called Spectra. And they are lacy and they are spacey and they are absolutely out of this world. But let me know what you think. Do you like these dolls? Would you buy these dolls? They're out of the box, they're fairly inexpensive. And if you see them on eBay for a good deal, I would totally get them. The thing that I'll say is both of these dolls do not come with earrings, okay? The only doll I believe that comes with earrings in all of her iterations is Spectra. And I think the African American one, which is called Styla Blue, also some of them also had earrings, but these do not. And they're very hard to find with their shoes. So if you find them with their shoes, their complete outfits, including their hair ribbons, snag them. They're totally worth it. And I think if you look on YouTube, you'll even find that there were other toy lines that copied this exact style. Like I think Tonka had a girl division that produced a doll that looks very, very similar to this doll with the chrome metallic bodies and the humanoid face. I think it was called Aurora Star. So if you want to look more into Aurora Star, check them out on YouTube and check them out on eBay. I think they're slightly more expensive than Spectra just because they were not that sought after, I believe. And then obviously Spectra was not that sought after either because it only lasted for 1 year. They did not make it to the 1988 toy catalog by Mattel. And from what I understand, these dolls were like, I need to know the exact price. I think they were like $15 US, which back then in 1987 was very, very expensive, okay? Like it was a high-end toy. And when you're charging more than Barbie, I think it was going to be a hard commitment for parents to buy for their young children, girls or boys. I'm a boy and I would totally have loved this in 1987. Also, I was in the womb in 1987, but I would love to have collected this at any point during my childhood. But yeah, so these are the Spectra dolls. This is UltraViolet and AstraGold. Let me know in the comments whether you love these dolls. If not, don't comment that you don't love them because I do love them and I think that they will display very nicely in my collection. I might do them with my Peppermint Rose and my Lady Lovelocks because it has the same girly, flouncy, glittery aesthetic. But thanks, guys. I'm happy to be back and be prepared for a lot more videos coming up because it is a 3-day weekend and I cannot wait to engage with you guys some more. Take care. Bye.